Ladies and gentlemen, today is a car vlog. Now, today is not just any car vlog. You guys have been around when we did the GTR, we did all kinds of stuff with that thing, we tore the entire thing apart, but today we're playing with the Focus. But it's not just any car vlog. Today, we have a bunch of stuff from my friends over at Cobb. Check this out. They sent me all kinds of stuff. We've got exhaust, we've got intakes, we've got a tune, we got all kinds of stuff in the back of the car right now. And to be 100% honest, I'm actually pretty freaking surprised I got it to fit in there. But let's cruise over to Nobody and see the guys. So here's what happened. We're almost to the shop and the boys, I forgot it was my turn to get lunch, and I also forgot that I drive a Focus RS, not a truck. So, back seat full, trunk, which is basically part of the back seat, full. My seat was full, but the pizza is safe. Ladies and gentlemen, we got parts floating. As long as we can get there safely with the pizza getting there safely, that's what matters. Lunch made it safely, but now we have to get the rest of these boxes out of the entire car, so the process begins. Poppy officially has his own scoot. Look at you. You look good.
But the only thing is it's missing something.
A sticker.
It's missing the Poppy signature.
You know Poppy did one right there. I did a Poppy ice. Micah just yelled at me because he wants to get this job started because they have a lot of stuff to put on. Mikey just wants to get stuff done. But let's unbox this stuff really quick and see what we got. First things first. The smallest box we have, oh man, who needs this hat? We got a freshie right now. Things actually fits nice. Okay, first box. We've got, ooh, we got a fresh motor mount. First things first, we have the rear motor mount. Of course, the beautiful Cobb printing right there looks so good. Well, the etching is what I should say. This thing looks so burly. Really, really excited to get this thing on the car. Next thing on the list, we've got the Cobb access port. I actually have one of these in the GTR, but it's not as nice and pretty as this one. Even though it's the same company, this one's brand new. It's a lot shinier right now. Boom, there she is. Ladies and gentlemen, the fresh Cobb access port. The coolest thing about this entire package that they sent me is that all of it works with the OTS tune that's on this access port. So everything will work properly. We're not gonna destroy any of the parts that are already on my motor, things like that, like all the internals, nothing like that's gonna get destroyed because of the OTS tune that is on this access port. So this is extremely, extremely important. So beautiful. And of course we have the necessary wires and stuff like that to go to OBD2 port. So again, very much a necessity. And here we have a few shift cable bushings. Looks like we have a few more bushings in here, probably for shift cables again. Oh, these are bracket bushings. So shift cable bracket bushings for the Focus RS. Now moving on to the larger boxes. First box is a beautiful exhaust by Cobb. Ooh, they also sent me a license plate cover. Thank you guys so much. I'm definitely gonna be putting this on the car, but this thing looks amazing. Everything is perfectly packaged, of course, so that nothing is damaged whatsoever. Oh man, I'm so excited to hear what this is gonna sound like. Oh my gosh, look how clean this thing is right here. So this is obviously our mid pipe that doesn't want to come, there we go. It's actually surprisingly really light too. But we gotta see the tips. I wanna see what these tips look like. I've seen these things on other cars before and they look absolutely amazing. And I've heard them of course on other cars, but never heard one in person. It's all been across YouTube. The tips on these things look amazing. Of course, got the Cobb logo on the top. I don't know how well you guys can see that because of how shiny this thing is, but these are huge. Look, passes the fist test, thank God. Heck yeah, got some stickers to put on the car. Another license plate cover. Okay, cool, I'll take it. Shouts out to our boy Matt for packaging everything nice and pretty. All right, next thing on the list, we've got the front mount intercooler. I asked for the silver one because I kind of want it to stand out a little bit. They offered black, but not that black doesn't look good, but like I said, I want it to do at least a little bit of shining. Just a little bit and I'll be happy. Golly, this thing's not light. This is looking like it's the cold air intake for the RS. Another part that I've seen photos of, but I think the best part about this one is the fact that, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but I mean, I'll just open it so you guys can actually see it. I feel like that makes a little more sense. I've seen some other intakes online, none of which look like as clean as this one. I took a look at the actual photo of this one, completely put on the car, everything put together, and that carbon looks so nice. The shine on it is beautiful, and I cannot wait, again, to see this thing under the engine bay. I'm so freaking stoked. And you guessed it, another one. Hey, if you guys need a license plate covering you live in my area, just let me know, I got you. That filter though, Mike, I am your father. I'm taking all of the shop's room right now because I have a massive mess. I have my RS and I have the GTR right here. Mikey's just looking at me like, yo bro, I absolutely hate you. Oh, here we go. Look at that downpipe. Yo! Got the downpipe for the RS, and this thing looks so nasty. Like, just look at this. Like, I'm starting to really appreciate this because I've been in the shop so much lately. Look at how pretty those welds are. Man, it looks beautiful. Oh, look at this! I've done a lot of unboxings on this channel, mainly like scooter stuff, but I've never made as big of a mess as I did here at the shop today. And I'm not even done. We got some of the intercooler piping right here, and nicely enough, it is all in what we've been calling speckled black, even though it's wrinkle black. I just don't know my colors, that's all. So it actually matches the color of pretty much the entire engine bay on Harambe. All the boxes are open. Huge shout out again to the guys over at Cobb. If you guys want to go check out their Instagram, all their channels and website will be in the description below. So we got everything: access port, rear motor mount, intercooler piping. We got the cold air intake. We have downpipes, exhaust. We have everything in here. The front mount intercooler. Everything is here to put onto the car, but now it's time to actually do the hard part. This is the fun part. This is like Christmas. Now
we get to wait for it to actually cool down.
Now we wait. All right, well, we've got a lot of pieces of the car off thus far. We've got the intake off. We have a couple of small trim pieces that have come off thus far. The battery is out. Now we're under the car right now to get the belly pan off. We gotta take the, whoa. Now we have to spray the downpipe bolts in order to get that off because apparently they seize really easily. We don't want that to happen. And then we're gonna lower the car back down. We're gonna start on the intercooler, get the front bumper off so we can get to the intercooler. We got some work to do. By the way, we apologize about the constant wind noise. We got a fan set up because the car was super hot earlier. We're not trying to get under here and get burned, so. Taking the rest of the under tray stuff off so that we can get to all the parts we need to get to in order to get all of that stuff over there, which I cleaned up a little, but it's still a mess. On. All right, so our progress, we've got the old exhaust off of the car completely. We're missing quite a few things at this point. Mikey's gonna take a look online as to the couple of things that we have to do to get the downpipe off, because from the bottom, it doesn't look like we can actually reach the bolts that we need to get to in order to take it all the way off. So it looks like we have to go from the top, but it's going good so far. It's going actually like decently fast. The car's not hot anymore, which is a huge plus, because let me tell you something, I don't wanna get burned at all. Look at the little tiny baby intercooler. This thing is so small compared to the other ones. Old intercooler is off of the car and over here, but I was just told I need to grab the old map sensor, which we need a Torx bit. But the new one, sitting pretty right here, is way bigger. About to go on the car right now. This is not where it's going. My finger just hit right there, right here. All right, so update as of right now, we have the intercooler on the car, and Mikey actually got the old downpipe off. When I wasn't looking, it was really quick. He said it wasn't that bad at all, probably because we sprayed the bolts like 3 or 4 times with WD-40s. We've got the motor mount right here. That'll go on in a little bit as well, and a couple of the other goodies which are over here, like the access port will go on. The intake's gotta go on, but we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Look at this beautiful pipe. Full on carbon fiber, Cobb cold air intake pipe. Looks so nasty. We've got the battery back in. We have other parts of the intake over there in that little tiny box right there in the middle of the screen. We have a couple more pieces over here that still have to go in. We still got lots of pizzas left. Pizzas? Pieces. We had pizzas earlier. Okay, exhaust is officially on the car. We're gonna tighten down the clamps. We're trying to start it after. Let's hope this first round goes better than the GTR did. All right, last bolt is tightened for the trial run. Car is coming down right now. I've got the keys on the GTR. Damn it. sounds a lot different. Sounds 10 times better, I'll tell you that right now. All right, well, since we officially know that the car starts and there's no leaks in the downpipe or anything like that, we're gonna put everything back together. Let's get the bumper on right now. We gotta put one piece on the bottom of the car back on, and then we'll be pretty close to, well, sort of close. Next part that we're putting on the car is the Cobb rear motor mount, obviously anodized in black. It's basically to prevent wheel hop. I've never had like an aftermarket rear motor mount, so I don't really know what the difference is like. So this is actually gonna be really, really interesting because I'll feel a massive difference. Oh man, we're finally finished. It's right about midnight right now, and the car is officially done. We've got the entire package on, so now the RS is officially a stage 2+ with a motor mount. We have the downpipe, we have the exhaust, we have the intake. As always, huge shout out to the boys hanging out until midnight, getting the entire car put back together.
I didn't do anything.
Let's cruise back over to the house. Okay, so we're back over here at the house, and I wanted to give you guys like an actual look over of some of the parts that we put on. So right towards the bottom of the bumper, you guys can see the silver front mount intercooler with, of course, the Cobb logo on the end. The exhaust in the back looks so good, and it obviously, as you guys saw earlier, it sounds amazing, especially with that downpipe, which you can't see, but it's down there. The intake is probably one of my favorite parts of the entire package because of the fact that it makes everything look so much cleaner down here. The carbon looks so good going from the actual filter housing through the pipe. It just looks really good. It looks super, super clean, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. As for the inside of the car, like I told you guys earlier, I'm running the Cobb OTS tune. It's a tune that comes preloaded with the access port when you buy it from Cobb. When you plug the Cobb in, you have to flash the ECU in the car, and then you load the OTS tune onto the car. It also comes with all of the necessary mounts, which mine's just like a little sticky mount, which is up here, but it's holding onto it nice and tight. I don't have to worry about it like coming off or falling while I'm driving or anything like that. So now when I start the car, the access port will actually detect when the car is on and turn on its own. And now it's gonna give me all of my numbers, everything that's going on in the car right now. I have my charge air temp, boost pressure, coolant temp, oil temperature, engine RPMs, and my AFR on my gauge cluster. But you can actually change this so you can put as many gauges as you want. So if you just wanted like one big gauge, let's say you wanted like boost pressure or something. So if you just wanted one on there, you can do that. But like I said, I like to have a bunch of them on at once, mainly because that's how the GTR is, and I want to see as much info on here as I can. But now the car sounds and it feels so much faster, and it runs so smooth when I'm driving. Like you can hear it. It did not sound like that a few days ago. But again, I want to say a huge thank you to the guys over at Cobb Tuning for sending me this package. You guys are amazing. Your parts have been incredible, and everything was super, super easy to put on the car. Bolted right up, no problems whatsoever. If you guys want to see the process of me putting everything on via Instagram, go ahead and follow my RS's account right here on Instagram. I'll also be posting a lot of this stuff on my personal Instagram, so check that one out as well if you don't already. But of course, I have to give a huge thanks to you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, which is Wednesday, I'm out of here. Later.